The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do effects. And on our tab list, I selected the Video Effects tab. And on the left-hand side of this column are all of my menu listings for my video effects. And I'm going to pull it down. I'm going to look for the lens flare. Okay, the lens flare is a nice item. And I'm going to grab your standard lens flare, and I'm just going to click on that, and I'm going to drag it, and I'm going to drop it right on the video. Now once you drop it onto the video, all of my screens pop up on my second monitor. That window will pop up the second you drop it on there. Okay, so I'm going to put my cursor on the left-hand side of my media, pull it over here. You can see up in my preview window where my flare is. This window is very similar to the event pan crop window, but now we're on video effects. I still have my timeline down here. It matches my timeline in my picture. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off and I'm going to pull the intensity of my effect all the way down. So it's simply not there. And about a second in, I'm going to increase my intensity. But I'm going to grab in my light position box and I am going to put it right on this X, which lines it right up. Okay, so that will slowly light up. And then I'm going to add some color to it too as well. Well, let's do that and let's move the timeline a little bit. Move it over the course of a second. We're going to have it change from the color it is, and I'm going to increase my tint down here, and then I'm going to go up in my color scheme, and what color would Freud be? Let's make Freud a nice hot pink or fuchsia or whatever that might be there. Created my other timeline, and then I am going to pull my light position back out, so I've spread my lens flare out. And I'm going to pull it down all the way to the end, and what I'm going to do, you notice how it turned black. I'm off the picture now, so I want it right back on that edge of the picture. I'm just going to spin this around to the other side so it does a slow spin throughout the picture. Close that, put my insertion point back on the left edge, push play, boom, and it rotates around. Now let's find another portion of this video, maybe where there are some people. Okay, here's a guy. Okay, so they're doing a little cooking, and we will split again. Split again, you'll notice that it made your two little boxes, and the second box down here is your event effects, and I can click that one if I want to go in and select my effects this way, but I would prefer to go up here where I can put my mouse over them. I can kind of get an idea of what the event does. I know it's probably hard to see from the picture quality that you're getting for this video. And let's see here. Let's go down and let's grab a swirl. Swirls are pretty easy to see. I will grab my swirl. I will drag it down. I will drop it on my event. And I want to put my cursor on the left edge. And the swirl has another position box, and I can move my swirl around. I can change the amount of the swirl so that I just slightly distort. If I want to go through, I can make it, I can click my proportionals and I can change how I am swirling. And then I can move this down here, and we can just give them some strange looks to their faces. And I like to swirl better for this than I do anything else, just to slightly deform people a bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to take his eyes, we're just going to keep shifting them back and forth there to the right and to the left. And I can add in a number of keyframes right on top of each other basically very quickly. And that's one type of video effect I can put on. I'll hit close and I'll push my play button.
Well, the solutions are, well, it's not recycling. That's a very small part,
and his eyes just kind of wiggle back and forth. And I'll hit split right here, and let's drag in a different style of an effect. Oh, let's go with black and white, and we'll drag that and we'll drop that onto here. And it's not old style black and white, and there are areas where you can do that, but this gives me the ability to pull it back to full color or to go to full black and white. And I still have the swirl on there, and so for this particular portion I don't want the swirl, so I can either just deselect it and the swirl is gone, or I can hit over here remove selected plugin and my swirl is entirely gone from that media event. And we'll just leave this as a black and white event throughout the duration of it. I don't have to keyframe it. If I would like to have it slowly transition back to color, then I can move my cursor down to the end, remove the black and white amount, hit close, and now my event will start black and white and slowly regain its color, which is an effect that you've seen in a movie like Pleasantville or something of that nature. Okay, so that is keyframe with video effects, or keyframe with effects.